I'm Theo Goslett with Metal Wani. I'm here with Trevor Strnad from the Black Dahlia Murder, and today we're going to have a bit of a chat about what they're up to. The Black Dahlia Murder was last in Australia in 2015 with Psychroptic. You're now returning with the Faceless Putrid Pile, Autopsy and Unravel, with gigs running between the 9th and 13th of May all around the country. How does it feel to be coming back down under?
It's exciting, man. This will be our first foray back into the live playing field after, doing a new record, which we're kind of like in the midst of right now. And I look forward to it, man. We've been home for a long time. It's getting kind of old. And, it's always a great time out there, man. I was saying earlier that the Australians are just so metal, man. You guys just eat lightning and shit chains, you know?
Plus, we've got to deal with all the animals trying to kill us non-stop. So, there's a certain degree of brutality.
Yeah. The drop bears and the hoop snakes.
Oh, you know about the hoop snakes.
Yeah.
So, I understand you're quite familiar with Aussie metal bands, and you even had a guest spot on the latest Disentomb album. Is there a certain quality you find in metal coming from Australia that you don't particularly see from metal coming from other countries?
No, nothing particularly that would define you guys as a country, I would say. But I look to Australia for certain sounds, I guess. There's a lot of black thrash, a lot of really good black thrash bands from Australia. There's a concentration of them, it seems like. So I dig that for sure. But I definitely, I follow the scene out there a little bit as much as I can. I try to stay pretty global with my awareness of what's out there, and you guys have some classics, man, some real overlooked classics, fucking Misery and stuff like that, man. So I definitely love it.
Yeah, is there anything else or any particular bands that you're really digging that you'd care to name drop?
Well, Mongrel's Cross, but I think they're done now. I'm not sure that they were really awesome. What else? Iconic Vivisect is really sick. I like those guys. I'm trying to think.
I did put you on the spot a little bit here.
Oh, dude, no worries, man. I just have had a couple Skype beers, I have got my Skype beers going.
So, your last record, Abysmal, was another excellent addition to the band's discography. Every member of the band was really on top of their game, and I'm really sure a lot of people are dying to know if you can tell us anything about the next album that's coming up.
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you pretty much what I've been saying. I've been giving a little info out.
Yep.
We're in the studio now, is what I was saying earlier. The drums just got finished up a couple days ago. The guitars are, I think, started today. And I'm just, showing up every once in a while, pretty much. So it's nice to not be trapped in the studio and to be recording at home and stuff where you can, kind of go in at your leisure. And when it comes time for me, which will be about the end of April, I'll be doing vocals in my closet in my pajama pants. So, I look forward to that.
You got to have some comfy pants to record in.
Oh, yeah, dude, I got some comfy pants. I am ready to just rip it up in those pants. And, doing vocals is, it's a private thing. It's kind of weird to record in front of a bunch of people and stuff. So, having someone come to your house and just doing it on your terms in your own house is a definitely good way to get in the right mind frame, thing. So, but as far as material and stuff, I think that the new album's really, really strong, and I think it's really awesome. It came together really fast, actually. It's one of the quickest writing sessions we've had. I think everybody was just so focused and just on their game, And the new guy, Brandon, who's he's been playing with us for over a year now, but he wrote some really, really killer stuff for the album, and it'll be the first time that he's had any music that he's written, released professionally. So, this is a big thing for him and a big thing for us to be a part of it. It's really, really awesome, man. So I'm excited about that aspect, definitely.
Fantastic. I was actually going to bring up Brandon in the next question. You've sort of preempted me there. So, on the subject of Brandon, has he sort of brought a new dynamic into the band? Is there some fresh blood, so to speak, a bit of new energy?
Definitely. He is now the youngest guy in the band, by a good bit. He's 24, and I'm 35. if that puts anything into perspective. And so I look at him and he's like my son. You know, like yeah, he's so young and full of energy, and he's definitely lit a fire under our asses on stage, man. Just by being the live force that he is. He works really hard at his show. He works really hard at his music. Period. You know, he's one of those guys that plays guitar 3 to 4 hours a day, just out of instinct and habit. So you know, it's awesome to have him in the fold. He's probably the most musical guy that we've ever had through the band, you know, the most educated, the most, knows the most theory and stuff like that. So, you know, it's very cool to have that level of musician enter the fold, and it's exciting for us.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been great, man, in every way, dude. So I'm just really excited for him to get songs that he wrote out there so he can be proud, and, you know, and people can see what he's got, dude. He's really an impressive musician, and the stuff that he churned out for us is just super, super sick, man. So I'm really excited to, test it all out on people.
I'm sure a lot of people are absolutely dying to get this in their ears. So, yeah, it's great to hear that you're also stoked about it. So
yeah, it's exciting, man. It's an exciting time, dude. I think that this lineup is just it's the best we've had all around, man. The energy is right. Everybody that's here wants to be here, 3,000%, and and is giving their all. And Max was a great addition. Alan was a great addition, and so yeah, me and the old man Brian are just sitting pretty right now. It's nice.
Playing Bandad.
Yeah.
You should get them calling you Papa Trev or something along those lines.
Oh yeah, well, I guess some of our fans have started calling me that. I've been hearing that a lot lately, Papa Trev. So
it is definitely popping up here and there.
I'm getting a gray hair just thinking about it.
Maybe we need some official Papa Trev merch coming out.
Yeah, we can do a butt plug like Ghost.
Wow, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So, I understand you guys are quite close with the guys over at Suicide Silence. Have you had a chance to hear their latest album? And if so, how do you feel about the drastic change in direction?
Yeah, I have heard it. I've heard a good bit of it. I think it was pretty ballsy, man. It's pretty drastic, I think. So, I wish them the best. I love them. I love the guys. I think it's a cool record for what it is, but it's definitely different, and I would have expected this backlash. You know what I mean? Like, is all I got to say about it, pretty much, because it's very drastic. So, I wish them the best. I hope it plays out in a way that they want. But who knows at this point?
Absolutely, and when you're breaking from a mold so outrageously, you're not gonna have everyone happy. There's people who just want bands to release the same album over and over again.
Yeah, and he, cited us as an example of one of those bands that just sticks to their guns, But I think really, I don't think he was trying to take the piss out of us in any way, and I think that, he could have used any band in there because, 99% of the bands don't change, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Stay the course. So it's a definitely ballsy move. It's a gamble. It's a huge gamble, and, I wish him the best. Is pretty much all I got to say.
Absolutely. On a personal level, you've got quite a reputation for your vast metal knowledge, not just the big name acts, but a load of smaller bands too. How do you manage to keep your fingers so on the pulse?
It's really just kind of, turning a blind eye to everything that I think sucks out there, which is most things. So, I'm not really following along. Like, pretty much my social media feeds are all bands. It's all labels and bands, and pretty much what I use the internet for is to comb the annals of death metal, old and new. And my thirst for new music, it just never seems to be quenched, and I like trying to find out as much as I can. I want to reach the end of the rainbow, but I don't think there is one. I think that it's just the underground is such a rich place, and I feel like there's such a hole out there in metal media for what I actually like. You know what I mean? So I just felt like I had to start doing something, with the obituarist column. It was kind of like, I was already buying all that shit anyway, man. I didn't see anybody talking about it, so I just felt like something had to be done.
Absolutely. So, with the metal scene of continually evolving so rapidly, is there any emerging new trends or something you see young bands doing which gets you particularly stoked?
I see a lot of young dudes that are just into death metal, but into like primitive early death metal, like really going to the roots. And you're seeing 20, 21-year-olds, 18-year-olds getting into Nihilist and making bands that sound like Bolt Thrower. Gate Creeper is a good example of young guys that are just going right to the heart, right to the source, and that just has me excited for the future as an old man. You know what I mean? That's what we have to look forward to. Hopefully, is more true bands, more I don't know, just more classic death metal.
The traditions are being kept alive, so to speak.
Yeah, it's cool, because I'm pretty much when I go out to one of our shows or something, I'm old now compared to the crowd. The crowd comes, some kids come up and talk to me like I'm an old wizard or sage or something, So it's funny. It's gone by really fast because I remember when, being young was one of our selling points on our rap sheet and stuff. Look how young these guys are, and now we're farting dust and the kids are looking at us like we're dinosaurs. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Absolutely. Are there any styles of music outside of the metal genre which you particularly enjoy?
I like punk. I've always been a punk guy. I like hardcore to some extent. I really love 80s music of pretty much all walks, especially pop, like the crappier the better.
Yep.
Last time I was over there, actually, I learned about Dragon.
Oh, right.
Dude, Dragon is the jam, man. Don't go out in the rain, dude. Don't do it.
Getting into some real Aussie classics. Here we go.
Yeah, man. So basically, we were over there and we realized, hey, you guys gotta have some 80s jams that we don't know over in the States, and that just led to this whole thing. So there's a lot of John Farnham, being jammed and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I'm always on the hunt for new. It's like a guilty pleasure, but I'm not ashamed of it. Like I love bad 80s pop music. I just love it.
Yeah, awesome. It's great. It's great to hear you're embracing that love. So, just to wind up, is there anything you want to let the Australian fans know ahead of this tour?
Just hold on to your pies, man, because I'm going to come eat them out from under you.
Thank you so much for your time, dude.
No worries, dude. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
It's been an absolute pleasure.